Alright everybody, it's the Lizard Wizard and welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing the Teemo ranked grind on League. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like the content. Let's go. Now, first thing you've probably noticed, I'm not playing as Teemo. Unfortunately, he got banned in pre-game. Now I did say I can't help that. So, I thought, what can I do here that is going to be just as annoying and kind of reiterates the whole Teemo to gold. I thought, you know what, we'll do Heim. Yordle, annoying, small, instead of Shroom's turret, same annoying little shit. So, I'm gonna do that. Now, I've got a Xerath here, mid lane. Seems to be a main for Xerath. So this arguably is going to be a very, very difficult game. Now, bearing in mind, Heimdinger, I have never, ever, until this game, played in draft before, especially not ranked. So this is the first for me. I've only ever played him in ERAM, and I think maybe one Swift player a while ago. Maybe, if I'm being generous. But I've only ever touched him pretty much on ERAMs, especially ERAM Mayhem. Which, can I just point out, is fucking very fun. Pardon me. So, obviously we want to get things popping off here. Now, this, as you can probably tell, is a voiceover that I'm doing afterwards. I did, when I record this video, my mic wasn't working. I did the full video, and then I realised afterwards, bollocks, there's no audio from my mic. How fun. So, that's not great. So we'll be doing this after. So this is a first-time experience for me as well. Now, going into the lane here, I thought, pop a cannon down on either side, turret. We'll see. We'll try and let the wave push into me. Now, like I said, I'm obviously new to Heim, so this whole scenario's laning with them is new to me. Blackfire Torch first is what I want. Trying to take some minions here with the turrets. It's nice to say that if your turrets last hit a minion, you also get the gold as well. Again, that's actually really cool. If I'd tried Heim before this game, maybe I would have done a full yordle to gold challenge. Maybe that's something I can look at in the future if people want to see it. Or I think if Teemo keeps getting banned, I'll probably use Heim as his counterpart. Again, I was toying whether upload this or not, or just leave it like without, and just do the next video and then say that I've missed a couple of games because Teemo got banned. But I thought, well, why not just show you the games where he gets banned as well? It's a good game. And I thought afterwards, I was like, you know what, that's actually was a decent game. I think you'll enjoy this one quite a bit. Just dotting around, trying to sit behind my turrets, letting them do pretty much all of the work. Try and get a couple of pokes in with me W. Hit a nice E there. Dodge a few of his skill shots. The Xerath Q is a bit pokey, like. For some reason, when you try and get out of the way of it, it feels like you'll walk out of where the grid is, where it says it's going to hit, and it goes an extra 3 or 4 meters past the point. So it still hits you. Bit like Morgana's Q, really. You feel like you're out of a Q, and for some reason, the arse of your hitbox when you're running seems to clip it, and you get stunned. So it's kind of annoying. That was a big stun from him there. A lot of damage I took there. What I think I'm going to do is level up me Q first. That's what I do in ARAM when I play him. Get your turrets. I think it increases turret damage. Decreases the time it takes for them to come back when they're dead. So it's quite a big thing. It's obviously the entire point of these kids playing around this. Obviously, I need to start dodging these skill shots a bit better. But he is burning his mana winners. I still have 1 heal pot. So I think the whole lane of fears taken into consideration, I think I'm doing a bit better at the moment. Yeah, we'll get the cannon. Yep, use me W to collect it. my last hitting on minions with auto attacks, especially with champions that are not auto attack based, is dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's actual dog shit. Like, anyways. Yeah, there. I feel like I run outside of his queue, get punked. It's one of them things, isn't it? Punked is in the back of the head when I'm trying to run away. Yeah, well, another point in queue there. So, again, don't think I'm doing too bad this lane of fears. Like, I think I need to work on the E placement a bit better. When people are moving back away, I should throw it in front of where they're running as opposed to where they're at. Because then it only stuns if they're in the centre, which kind of throws me off a little bit. But obviously, like I said, it's first proper game with them, so I'm learning on the fly as I play. Yeah. I do really like his kit though. It's fun. This was a fun game. This lane interface was fun. Obviously, I absolutely adore playing this Teemo because he's a ratty little shit. But there's just something funny about just spонking a turret down and watching it punk someone on the 8. Especially when you get your Blackfires, your Leandries up and things like that, because the amount of burn damage these turrets put out is fucking insane. He's just trying to poke me turrets. I think he's doing the best that he can because obviously he's not an auto attack based champion. He's spells and he's having to use his spells to poke down my turrets, which is burning his mana. So I don't know whether Xerath's a counter to me or I'm a counter to him. Maybe it's just when we don't counter either. It's just whoever has the better laning phase. I'm not really sure. But that's a big back for me. I get me refill pot and I get me Fated Ashes. Any champion that's a mage, I always, if I can, if I'm winning lane, 1050, I like to go back because then you get your Fated Ashes and you get your refill. I can't. I'm not Bouse. I can't play without a refill. It's not a thing, you know. I need it. I take too many silly trades, but yeah, pop another couple of turrets down. And Fated Ashes, like, I don't know whether I would suggest buying it, even if you're not going to build like a Leandries from it and selling the item later on. Just the burn from it gets you so many kills, so much free damage. It's definitely well worth taking. I mean, if someone wants to point out, like, I've never been a huge fan of Blackfires. That was a big hit from him. Fortunately for me, he missed his stun. Otherwise, I think I would have probably been dead there. Pretty bad ult from me, but it does push him off the wave a little bit. Yeah, but as I was saying, the Blackfire, like, does anyone want to explain, like, what the... I understand the differences. I can read the difference between that and Leandries, but the main point of that item, like Leandries, is an anti-tank because it does max health damage. What's the point of the Blackfire torch? Is that more so like for team fights, and then because you get the extra... I am so close to dying here, but I managed to wiggle out of every single one of his ults. That was very close from me. And that was what I was on about with the turret. He walks through it to try and get another auto or another Q, and we turrets do some work. As I was saying, so is Blackfire more of a team fight item? Because I understand it gives you more ability power based on the amount of people that are affected by its haze. So, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I think the build that I'm going to go for is Blackfire Torch, Leandries, Malignants, just TP battle in here. Malignance, Shadow Flame, Rabadons. Now, I understand that's probably a really off-the-cut build, especially for Heim, because I think you're supposed to go Ludens, then Blackfire, then Zhonya's, I believe. I'm not sure. You can only see what's recommended, so I'm assuming me playing Burn is probably nerfing them quite a bit. I don't know. Maybe some Heimdinger main will see my video and want to comment and let us know what I could possibly do better. But like I said, I'm a noob overall and I'm learning this champ, so we're gonna get it while we're at it. Nice turret plate in there. Very nice. He's back in lane. Right. turrets. Doing a lot of work here. Taking some trades here. Probably set my cannons up a bit dodgy there. But let's go see if I can sneak a little kill here. Oh, she's getting out. Yeah. Moo got. Can I sneak a kill? Oh, here's Volibear. Oh yeah, I'm getting 3-man here. And here we go again with another Xerath ult. It's his flash. And I dodged the last 2 shots on Volley's Q. That was big. Very, very big. Not really one for perfect. Isn't the word perfect, but I think that flash was perfect there. I don't think I could have flashed any better. Had I mistimed that, I probably would have got punked. And I would have lost lane, because I think at the minute it's still 0-0. That was a huge Q from him. But fortunately for me, I just survived with the skin of me ball there. He's going to try and port me again here. Better move. See, if you look there, you rewind in case you didn't see. You can see how the Q rear goes just past these where it says it should, which obviously is a bit annoying. But it is what it is. I think after you've been poked by it a couple of times, you start to move it like a tad bit further back. Put some more cannons down here. See if we can get him with a poke. I missed there. Now, I'm probably layering these cannons incorrectly, but my thinking was if I put 2 far further back so I can drop into them if I get pushed or jungled or ganked. And then I put 1 further forward in case he pushes me, just for a bit of poke and a bit of hold up the wave so I can kind of like freeze it a little bit because they'll sit on your cannon. I keep calling it a cannon, it's a turret, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Little dodge there. Yep. Hits me a fair few times with that, I believe that's his W. And it does do a ton of damage, like. He's a very pokey champ. I mean, I feel like I should have been dead. There's a big miss from me there. At least once or twice here. The gank from Volley with no ping, Evelyn coming in me lane, him hitting me 3 or 4 times where I had no health, but I survived by the skin of my teeth. I feel like I was very, very, very lucky at the start here. Obviously, I'm not probably playing optimal build either. And I've got the movement of a fucking bit of cheese that's been left on the shelf. So, I think I'm dead here. Yeah. Speak of the devil, and he shall arrive. Just talking about Evelyn, and she pops a million ponkters. I hate that champion, man. I don't think I've got any scope to see out me being a Teemo man and being a little rat. But the whole invisibly running lane, you can't move, you get leeched is kind of annoying. But yeah, notice say we're 7-1. We have killed 1 person. They have dusted 7 of us. It's not looking good, Brev. You know what I mean? I'm hoping we'll pull this back. At this point, wouldn't say I'm tilted. I'm a little bit annoyed by that, but I'm like, you know what? Is what it is. I mean, the main pet peeve for me on this game is when that jungler isn't anyone's lane. He's a jungler, so you can't really see anything. Nice Q again from Xerath. But when people in other lanes know their lane is missing and don't bother pinging that they're missing, it takes 2 seconds to notify your team. And League is a team game. Like, if you're not in your lane and you're going back to lane and your lane moves, fair enough. I understand that. So does everybody. Like, you can't just sit and watch your lane opponent. But when you're in lane for like 20 seconds, your opponent isn't there, doesn't look like they're coming back, and you don't know where they are, just hit a little question mark, little question mark ping ting. You know what I mean? Like, what's the big deal with doing that? But it helps your team out. But when they don't, again, I'm taking some bad trades here, and he's missing all of his ults because he's clearly got a sticky RK and he kind of double spam it. But you want to lay off the porno, lad. But when you different ping and you're laying guns and gang someone else, it hurts you and it hurts your team because it fucks up that your mate's lane, and then your guys went and got a kill 300 gold and some other skadoosh. He took a really bad trade there and absolutely ended. He must be getting fucking tilted off missing all his R's. From now on, I'm referring to him as Sticky R. But that was a bad trade for him. Very, very good for me. I didn't want to ego push his tower in case I died because I had no health. And the amount of times over the years I've died from trying to get an extra plating, from being cheeky after killing someone, it's not worth it. So let's have a look. Pushing down into jungle. I think we're going to take dragon here. Again, apologies if the commentary sounds a bit booky. It's the first time I've ever done a voiceover to one of my own videos. I've only just started the channel and just started this, so everything here is like new to me. So yeah, we'll learn together. So if anyone decides to come and subscribe and likes my content, then we're gonna all learn together and watch us grow and probably learn how to video edit and not be a complete not fucking idiot. But I don't know about not being a complete fucking idiot. I've suffered from that for 30 years, so I don't think it's gonna get cured now. Xerath popping his ult here. Yeah. I think I need to push down here, have a look. Yeah, just angry ping me, Amumu, that you're all entered in the jungle. Yeah, that's my fault. But is what it is. I think one thing I've learned about League is if you want a good game and people start negging you in chat, just ignore them. That's the best advice I can give anyone, especially if you're new. Like they go, hi mate, why did you go lane? Why did you run into their jungle and into, like, you know what I mean? But I don't say that, I just ignore it. There's no point. Just no point tilting him because he's already clearly tilted. It's one of those things I think with League, it's like, whose responsibility is this? Clearly not mine. Because like, what's the famous saying? Not my lane, not my problem. So that just shows you the toxicity of it. I mean, I'm one to talk. Like, I'll have games, like, especially if you've seen me other videos where I get fucking angry and I start fucking shouting. But you just gotta learn, aren't you? You just gotta try and not get aggy. Again, volley in my lane, no pings at all. I'm lucky I didn't die there. But I managed to get away. I think I hit a really good E there. Again, I'll try there not to get aggy with Darius. I'm just like, Darius, ping please. Because that's the second or third time volleys come down, or at least I've noticed on the minimap. He's been in my lane twice. He's been in a team fight and Darius hasn't been there, and there's been no ping. That is a pet peeve, which pisses me off. It takes 2 seconds to ping. But again, no point fucking negging Darius out and being like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, blah blah blah, because it's not gonna help, is it? Just ask him nicely. If he pings, if he doesn't, just fucking get on with your life. Some people just can't be helped. Here we go. Here's Schnevelin again. I did well there to move out the way. Am I gonna get Xerath yet? Oh, that was actually very fucking close to me snaking him with the turret. Oh, what an E! What an ult! I just that was a Corby. I just yeeted that shit from an absolute mile away and ponked him in the head. That man is fucking tilted. I know I would be if that hit me. I did not even think that he could go that far. You know what? Say what you want. Be like, oh, that's bronze plate. Didn't even care. That was an absolute ponker. I've touched his turret. Game over. Game, set, and match. Absolutely ponk, lad. Just unreal. Pwah. Buzzing. Little chills. That was better than Bouse 4 pacing against the boys, you know? Sure, he didn't get the penta, actually. Watching that video before, he didn't get the penta against them. Yeah, but volley in my lane again. Need ping from Darius. Fun. Another Q I take in the going to be an interesting fight. There's Amumu's here with me, so it's not just a 2v1. I think, from what I remember, I think he's quite far behind though. I do get a little bit annoyed there because Volibear ruining me lane and fears, but a couple of spam pings ain't gonna hurt. Maybe it teaches him out for ping. Max W. Again, someone want to let us know who plays Heim, if you max Q first then W and you go E, or do you go all E then W and do a couple of Qs? What's the correct way to lane with them? Does it depend on if you're winning, if you're losing? I mean, I like the turrets. I don't know how much of an actual difference level 1 to 5 on the turret makes. Does it make a big difference? Maybe you're supposed to split the points. I don't know. I think one of the first people I ever learned how to play a league with was Nasus top lane, and obviously QWE, then you max Q. So it's kind of like I've done that with every champion. Like when I play Teemo, I'll go E most of the time, then Q, then W, and then I max E. But sometimes, especially if I play him top, which I don't like to do, I might want a few more points in Q. Like, or if I play him ADC, which I have a fair few times, which kind of fucking annoys people. But he's not a bad ADC, to be fair. Like I said, I've played him there a few times and I've done alright. But I suppose he's not a hyper carry, is he? That's the word you want to use. So you come up against someone like a Jhin or like a Cat or a Samira or something. They're gonna outscale you hard. And you're taking away a valid position from someone who can hyper carry in it. So it's one of them things, isn't it? It's kind of a troll pick. But when you're playing against, or you're laning against someone who's very auto attack based, I would probably max Q first then. So it makes a big difference. Up to TP here. Obviously I don't want to lose too many minions, and I want to stop him from taking as much plating on the tower as I can. I don't know what the regrowth on the crystals is like. It's not like a meter. I know there's like a visible thing with the crystals, but I don't understand, like, does it only grow back when there's no damage being taken for like 2 minutes? Is it 60 seconds? Does it just instantly start growing the second after you've took damage? Like, I don't really understand how it works. Miss me E here. Think I might die here. I've got me ult. Put me ult down, put the turret in a nice big W there. And Volibear gets his. And Darius is top lane doing absolutely bot for goal. Don't shout with people in chat. I'm a changed man. 2 minutes later, I shout them in chat. It is very frustrating. Like, it's easy in hindsight sitting here after the game being like, oh yeah man, you just gotta sit here and chill and don't get angry with people and stuff like that. But when you're in the heat of the moment, you're trying to team fight and it's 5v4 because your top lane is fucking doing nothing. It's kind of frustrating. I mean, I'm 5-2. I can't really complain. Like I said, a Blackfire, Leandries. I went for me fully upgraded boots next, and then I have started Malignance. It doesn't even say Malignance is like a recommended item for Heim, but I aggressively use his ult. I don't sit under it and pop it like a lot of Heim players I've seen do. I kind of like, I pop my ult and then I'll run at people in E, I'll run at people in... I don't think I've done the run at people in W yet. Because I find it shoots the rockets too quick and I prefer the bounce on the stun for his ult. But I think a lot of people use his turret, his Q, don't they? But I think Civ's in my lane at the minute, so we've kind of lane swapped. I'm taking some absolute punks here, like. Ricochet is bouncing all over me head. Cut me hair. Save the barber. And now I've got Xerath Main again. Go grab the blue buffer, yeah? I'm on my way down to the bottom. Nice, nice. Big pick. Galio support going. I'll go back on my lane, stop TNT tower. I'll see if I can stop TNT tower. I don't think I'm going to get back there in time. Let's have a look here. He's gone. Anything else? Oh. Probably shouldn't have went in that into it a little bit. I think the problem was there. I don't know if I popped me E too early or if I didn't pop me E. I think that made a big difference. Had I put a Q down there, like spaced against that, maybe stun locked that, I might have done more damage, or at least I might have still died, but I might have got her afterwards. It might have been a different story. But again, you learn. I think I take a lot of bad habits from playing Teemo into other champions like him. Because obviously if I was Teemo there, I would just Q blinded her and just double autoed. That's half a health gone. Put a mushroom down. Q blind again. Probably still might have died, or would have, but you would be dead too. But I think with Heim you have to play a lot more passive, because without your turrets you're kind of useless. I wonder if anyone's ever played any like booky arse builds with Heim. Like I've seen, I watched Bouse play Neatwar crit as the cannon, and that was one of the funniest things I've ever fucking seen. That was fucking stupid. It's honestly a shame that Riot's nerfed the whole cannon thing and makes it take normal damage now. Like if you attack a turret, you turn back to Nico, because it's kind of spoiled the fun of our kit. But like I understand why they were doing it, because people were abusing the fact that cannons take less damage, and it was tanking cannon shots as a cannon, taking no damage, which is kind of busted. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like this league season, especially with like the lane quests, they've removed all like individuality from a lot of champions. Like it's like, instead of it used to be play how you want, roam, do this, it's now like stay in your lane, complete your quest, or you fucked and you're behind. I don't know. It just don't seem as well thought out anymore. I feel like the game's become very like legioned and uniformed. It's not as individual anymore. If you wanna put it up here. Big volleys here. We get him. I mean, I thought that should have been my kill, but it's fine. Take the assist. Got my malignants now. Let me go back. We've gone. Evelyn's about. Here we go. Hit her with a W. Flash over the wall. And she's already dead. Probably a waste of a flash, to be honest. What is what is. Some weird kind of thing, like when you walk up to the wall with certain characters and you try and place objects over the top, i.e. like Teemo shrooms or Heim turrets. Sometimes it goes to run around even though the circle's over the wall, so you have to walk right up to the wall, which is a little bit annoying, but I don't know. I think it's been like that for years and I don't think it's ever been fixed. This is Malignant's time. It is indeed. And Shadow Flame next. What I'd like to do, because obviously I always go my first 3 items. I'm really anally retentive and autistic about how I order them as well. First, second, third. Malignance is always in a third slot. I always keep my health pot to last, and I sell my Doran's ring next. Do you all do the same, or do you just drop your health pot? Or do you not even buy a health pot? I don't know. I just find the health pot is a lot better than the Doran's. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should keep the Doran's ring. What do you think? Any tips or advice is always welcome. And I can run with a bit of constructive criticism, can you? Now, some of my W shots are actually fucking terrible. Like, I must have a what guy or something. Cannons are getting hit. Ricochet popping off. See, this is where I kind of need to learn to play a bit more passive, because I want them to push me into my cannons, because this is how I'm supposed to play. But I move forward constantly. Like, this cannon placement here is not great. I don't think. I have two of them are too far apart, so if someone pushes the left cannon and I'm on that, the right one won't bother shooting. So I understand that. It's just obviously when you're in the moment, you're trying to pop a cannon down, you just throw it anywhere, don't you? Just trying to let the team know to pop at me cannons. It's a bit like what I do when I'm Teemo and I'm nearly full build. I tell everyone to play with me shrooms. Whether people listen or not, they never do, but it at least helps. Even if that burns, like, say for instance with Malignant, Shadow Flame, Leandries, if it burns off, what, 20% of someone's health, it's a big fucking deal in a team fight, especially if that shroom, it's 4 or 5 of them. Even 1 or 2. Or if it pops in ADC, they get fucked, especially with Shadow Flame, so it's definitely definitely helps. I think the turrets, what I found is these little turrets definitely do some work. Like a couple of shots here and takes a little chunk your boy out, saves health. Go for the blue. I do like that blue buff. It's really good for your ability cooldowns and stuff. I think once you get a couple of items, or especially with Heimdinger, you don't really have to fucking worry about mana. I don't think I've at any point in this game, bar like the early lane phase, really run out of mana. It's turrets are 20 a pop, and that's primarily what you play off. Occasionally port with W, but the cooldown on the W is that long. You kind of get your mana back. I don't bum rush me E all the time. Maybe I use it a bit too much, but I don't really just kamikaze E all hours, so I'm not wasting that. I only really throw that if they're pushing out or I get pushed, so don't really have a lot of mana usage. Let's have a look here. Poke? Oh, I missed. I don't think that was really bad for me. I don't think the turrets do a lot of damage to the main turrets though, but I feel that's intentional. Otherwise, you just sit just out of range of the turret. You'd put your turret down, it'd tank 1 shot. I think it maybe tanks 1, and then you just chip the fucking turret down. I think that'd be a bit broken, so I can't understand why it doesn't do any fucking damage to the big turret. It's a lot of fucking health I just lost. Yeah, use my R to chip down that. Don't know whether that was a good idea or not, but I wanted it down. They looked like it was gonna get an all in there, so I thought, you know what, we'll put the fucking ult down. Team fight here. Where's Evelyn? She's disappeared. And I think with this push now with Baron, I think that's GG. Yeah. 6 and 3, 7 assists. Decent farming. Another ranked win, which I think is pretty big. I enjoyed that game, even though it wasn't with Teemo. Again, apologies it wasn't, but he got banned. But remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.